Back here in Fort Worth, all the fans in their seats for this. It is women's bull riding. Most dangerous 8 seconds in sports. These ladies are proving they are modern day gladiators. It's all about making the whistle, riding for 8 seconds. You have to keep your hand in the rope. No other part of you can touch the bull. And if you stay on, you hear the whistle, you get a score, highest score wins. Well, the ladies to do it, here's a look at them right here. It all starts with Mariah Novacowski, but take a look at number 3 there. Jordan Halverson aboard Road Trip. It's going to be an aggregate in the bull riding. Jordan has already been the best to do it right here inside this arena. And while this lady knows all about the highs of this sport, she knows the lows too. Let's focus on a high in the ride she put on the board. But the lows, they come in this sport. And here's one of them.
So back in March of 2020, I was involved in a really bad bull riding accident. Well, I had a grade 5 liver laceration. A surgeon had walked in holding 2 bags of blood and was like, y'all got to stop. We got to take her back to the OR right now.
Yeah.
Rushed me back. Like they had to handcuff me to the bed because they didn't have time to knock me out. I physically remember and seeing them cut my stomach open. So I have a scar down my whole stomach.
Talk about toughness. She remembers being handcuffed to the bed. She loves the sport. She craves it. To go through a low like that and say, I'm coming back because I want that high. It was the best score we saw in the semis to get here. Now can she do it again?
If you are a thrill seeker as a woman, this would be your sport in rodeo.
Man, but where it all starts, Mariah Novacowski aboard Cotton Candy.
15-year-old cowgirl is going to be off to the inside. Just lost her little grip on the inside leg right there.
Yeah, shout that from the rooftops. 15 years old, she was a national level gymnast, transformed into a bull rider, takes all of that agility, that balance, that grit to put it right here in the sport of bull riding. It is going to be a 3-second buck off that does not pay in the sport of bull riding, but talk about a bright future for that young lady.
And a good start here at an event like this. Go ahead and test your skills.
In this sport, we've got twins, the Eilert twins, and this is the first. Dana Eilert, they're from Kansas. They started riding bulls because they were competing in every other sport bareback. Everyone else had a saddle. You could use saddles. They didn't, and they thought, hey, if we could do roping and barrels bareback, why don't we do what the guys do and try it in bull riding?
Why not? And why not do it together where you can test each other? You see her sister on the back of the chutes pulling that rope, videoing for her, helping spot her right there in case anything goes wrong in the chute. She's waiting on that bull to stand up square so we can get a clean lead once they open the gate. She's going to nod right here. Turns back away from her hand.
What about Eilert? Oh, Dana does it and takes a shot in the aftermath. It's going to be slow to get up, but good to see her on her feet. Did make the whistle, so the rest is up to the judges here. 89.40 awarded for the effort. That
nice
part
bull.
was out of her control.
That part, he just gave it up. He said, you got me rode. I'm done right here. I've done my job, but I'm going to give you a little kick on the way out the door. That wasn't very nice.
But what makes it feel a whole lot better is getting an 89.4 on the leaderboard. So Eilert sets our standard as we make our way right here through the bull riding. And we highlighted how tough Jordan Halverson is. You see what she was capable of in the semifinals. Now, can she do it again? It is an aggregate. She was the only cowgirl to get it done in the first out and get that score on the board. So if she puts one up here, she's sitting at the top of the leaderboard. Road Trip is her dancing partner.
And consistency is queen, even in this sport of bull riding. Jordan is one of the most consistent going down the road. She knows how to read the bull, take her time, be smart about the execution. She's not going to try and do any fireworks today. She just wants to make a qualified ride so she can win this event.
Halverson was making it happen away from her hand, and fortunately is going to come down early. 4.73 here.
You saw her lose her seat just a little bit, slides back off that rope, and when you do that, you lose that control of your core muscles, and that's where all that little burst of weakness came from, and hate to see that from a tough cowgirl.
But she is a businesswoman. She hauls bulls up and down the road. She meets with rodeo committees to get women's bull riding available to the masses. She is taking this places. Well, the score that's not only leading the day, but leading the event, women's bull riding, that came from Dana Eert, 89.40. Again, she's a twin. So now we see the other twin, Madison, go to work, feeding off the energy of her sister. Let's just match the score. If you're twins, let's go ahead and match that too. Split it all.
Might as well. I mean, keep it in the family.
Yeah. Making our way through the women's bull riding as we go now to Colorado's Emily Crowder. 28 years old, tying her hand on the rope. There's the nod.
Bull stepping out away from her and just makes it hard to keep any kind of momentum going. I mean, there's no rhythm to that.
Yeah, coming down early, 4.16. Kind of looked like a truck with square wheels, didn't it?
Didn't look comfortable, that's for sure.
Making the most of the one that's under her, though. It comes to bucking bulls. They've got their own game plan and playbook, and they're smart animal athletes. They can feel these women on their backs and know the moves they make to get them down, and that's exactly what happens to Crowder.
We still have 2 ladies left.
It was Dana Eert who got that huge score on the board of 89.40. We said she was a twin, and this is her twin sister right here. This is Maddie. Can she do what her sister did?
A little change of direction there, maybe a little more difficulty from this bull.
Maddie makes it happen. We've got some bull rides right here at the PWR.
And the crowd is behind her. They're loving this. They knew the degree of difficulty that bull provided, and she stayed with it, kept moving forward, kept moving her feet. You love to see it. You know her sister's got to be cheering just as much. You see her videoing on the back of the chutes.
We're talking twin sisters. Her sister, Dana, 89.40. Maddie tops that, 93.40. Oh, the Eilert family is a happy one here today.
Absolutely they are, as they should be, keeping the money in the vehicles.
From one family affair to another, you're taking a look at Renata Nunes. But her dad, 2010 PWR World Champion Renata Nunes. So she grew up watching a great in her very own home. Look at this. When the dust settled back in 2010 at the PWR World Finals, it was Renata Nunes standing on top being crowned world champion, his daughter there to witness it all, and now she continues the family legacy in bull riding, tying her hand into the rope right here at the PWR Championship. She's seen this so many times from her father and now living and breathing it herself.
I love to see a tradition continued, including the skill that you know is naturally in this family, and then the training that she's been putting in, just like her dad did.
Oh, but not going to be enough for Nunes, and the action is not over. When the cowgirl hits the ground as the bullfighters came in to go to work, gives a wave to the crowd, much like we saw her father do for so long. It is going to be a no score for Nunes, but it is the twin sisters with all the cheers and celebrations. None better in the bull riding today than Maddie Eert. And twin sister Dana, she'll be happy to celebrate. It doesn't get better than this. You want to make the whistle and be there every jump of the way. And wow, she matched this bull step for step.
She really did. Timing was outstanding, and if I'm going to be beat by anyone, it's going to be my twin sister.
And Maddie is standing by with Kennedy.
With a big smile on her face, hugging her twin sister behind the scenes. Tonight we're celebrating womanhood, we're celebrating you. Who knew that could look like riding a 1,500-pound animal for 8 seconds?
I just did what my coach told me to do, set up and ride like I'm supposed to.
Yes, ma'am, you got it done with family behind you. Nothing better than this. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.